Are you a filthy fucking redneck who has no money and wants to really bang your sister? I got the perfect solution for you. Glad... No, not glad. Shit. What's paper made bags. Wrap that thing around your penis section just like a condom for a quarter of the price. Paper made. Blowing your sister all you want.
What's going on, guys?
What's up? Welcome back to Taboo Talk, y'all. This is oh my god. Hold on, let me just check something. So you're proposing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah.
Lock the door.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad. She can't see what we do in here.
Tomorrow, it's going down.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's going down. I'm so nervous.
You're gonna meet. You're gonna meet homegirl tomorrow too.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I figured, what a better time to introduce y'all to her than knowing like the happiest day of your life.
I'm just really excited because it's like no one else knows her. So everybody's gonna show up and be like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna be fun.
Welcome to the family. You gotta
Yes.
get
way to go.
What I'm talking about is Jose's proposing tomorrow, and ironically, like a couple days after we filmed the dating podcast, I met somebody, and I really like her, as you can tell because I'm talking about her here, and I put her on my social media, which I haven't done that in 11 months.
Yes.
So I think this is like a real deal for me, and this is so
if anything goes south, we'll make a podcast about that.
Oh God, let's
we'll
not do
sure
that. I really
She looks like a real cool chick. Really, dude. She doesn't look like a bitch. You know what I mean?
You know what sucks is like we're doing this life update, and then when I bring up what the topic of this video is, anyways,
welcome to today's podcast.
Hold on, let me get through this first. So, she's cool as shit. She's like great. Remember when we were talking about in our dating podcast about checking off every single box?
Yes.
You remember how I was like, I'd be cool with like a few things not being checked off?
Yeah.
She checks off every single fucking box.
Nice.
I met her family, or her mom and her stepdad, on Friday, and then I helped them Saturday,
Sunday,
Friday, one of the two, Friday or Saturday, I forgot which it was. Why am I? Oh God. And then I helped her family move on Sunday. Yes, hung out with her family on Saturday.
Okay.
Helped her move on Sunday. And yeah, like they like love me, and it's like the first family that has been like super accepting. When like they're just happy, and like we were at the bar, and they were like singing and shit and jamming out and just being hilarious. And I was like, "Can I be part of y'all's family?
Can you adopt me?"
Oh, and then the girl can like sing and play guitar. So the first date.
Okay.
First date.
She talented.
First date, we like hang out, just watch a movie, and like just talk for like 4 hours. And then her sister calls her over and is like, "Y'all come over here and let me meet him," and all this stuff. We go over there. Oh, sister's lesbian because I can't get away from lesbians apparently. So
now she has somebody to hang out with.
At my work, in my relationship, I've got lesbians everywhere.
That's all right.
So we go over to her place, and she like plays guitar and sings for me, and I'm just sitting there like, is it too early to ask you to marry me?
What did she sing to you?
She sang me a song she had written.
Original.
Yeah, she sang me like a regular, like just beautiful class tone, and then she like has sang to me a country song, which she knows I don't care for country. But and then Saturday night, her like everybody had been drinking and stuff like that. So her mom and then her sister all sing like a trio song, and I'm just like, oh, God, I need to be
impressive.
a part. Like, if you break things off of me, I'm still hanging out with your family. Like, I like them a lot, and they love me like in a way that I haven't had someone I've dated's family love me before, and like immediately and have like an immediate connection and shit. And I'm like, okay, this is like everything is perfect and awesome, and like there's no downside. And I don't know, like either this was like the girl who was made for me, or she's like knows everything about me before she met me, and it like knows how to play. It's either this girl was made for me, or she is like the best bullshitter on the planet, and I don't believe it's the best bullshitter because she's too genuine.
Yeah,
you're gonna love her.
I can't wait to meet her.
I know. I know.
That's gonna be dope.
We're both happy.
That's gonna be
So today's topic is about condoms and birth control. What's up, Senior? Didn't you go outside?
good. Just to see what Stark likes to eat. Stark is my dog.
Stark's awesome. He's a big, beautiful
German Shepherd mixed with Husky.
So yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about condoms and birth control.
Take two.
So it's hilarious because, you know, as a young man, if you're not like overly educated on sex and stuff like that, you're not aware about pulling out or how to do it. So you decide to go and buy condoms for the first time. And guess what? Unless you're a fucking weirdo, you go by yourself and and it's awkward. Or you ask someone who you know has them. Like, I can't tell you how many people in high school was like, do you have like condoms in your car? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, can I have one? I'm like, all right. And I would like give people condoms and shit.
Did you give them the little finger ones, the little?
No, but that would have been amazing.
So
that would have been so funny. Or just had some like really weird shit, like this one's ultra mega ribbed ecstasy XX.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like super awkward because no matter where you go is weird. Like if you're 15, 16, 17, whatever it is.
Yeah, and it doesn't really, especially because you know a lot of people just go late at night.
Yeah.
So it makes it even more awkward because you tell the cashier, I was not prepared, so I am here. And she's waiting at the house.
So we need to go.
Like, we need to wrap it up.
She's got the engine revving.
Yeah.
I need to turn the ignition. So let's do this. So, like, I don't know about you, but my first time buying was, I was like, so, just fun facts about me. I lost my virginity at 14. Super awkward. It was this girl who lived in my neighborhood. Lasted all of 7 seconds. And
fantastic.
I know, right? I'm sorry. When you experience that for the first thing and you're raw dogging it, yeah, it's kind of like an immediate, oh shit. And it's so awkward because like we finished, which once again, fishing was
okay. Hold on. Was by we finish? You mean you did?
Yes, my apologies. Thank you.
Oh, and by the way, we will be talking about birth control and condoms while we eat some of our favorite chocolates.
So this is like, Jose knows, this is like I have a problem with these that I cannot buy these for myself.
So I did it for him.
Yes.
Because I was walking by the store and we got the regular milk chocolate. And apparently they came out with this French vanilla.
This is going to be dirty.
And, yes.
Okay. So,
Continue. Raw dog, 7 seconds.
Raw dog, 7 seconds. So, we wrap things up. Let's put it that way is the better, or we didn't, whatever. So, I'm like at the end, I'm like, it's just awkward as shit, right? Because it's like, it was over the second it started. And so, I'm like, do you want me to walk you home? And she's like, nah, I'm good. And I was
You're gonna walk a shamer on the way home?
Yeah. So then, had sex again like a year later at 15. And then, it wasn't until 16 that I had like started having multiple partners and having it frequently, right? So that's when I was like, I probably need to buy condoms and wear those things because I'm not trying to get anybody pregnant and yada yada, right? So I go to CVS pharmacy, and the only person that was checking out people at the table was like a 78-year-old grandma, and she gave me a speech about saving myself for marriage and all this shit, and I'm sitting there like, yo, this is not cool, like, at all. This is not how I wanted this to go. I'm just trying. I've just discovered sex, and I'm really just trying to have it, and I need to be left alone right now. Can you just sell me the Trojan ecstasy and let me leave, for the love of God? But no, gave me like a full and battered speech on how I was going to be a sinner if I didn't wait till marriage. Yeah, my first time buying condoms, like when I'm first getting like truly sexually active. And it was just the most awkward shit on the planet. So, I want to hear yours, and we'll go into like, we'll start buying after. So, I decided from hence on out, I needed to make the purchases with the condoms as exuberant as possible so that they're so confused and nervous when checking me out that they don't talk to me. And we'll get into that. But what was like your like first time getting any? Not sex, but condoms.
It was probably the same day. I think my dad had given me one. And was kind of just like, yeah. And he was just kind of like, hey, don't be like stupid. I mean, he gave me like the typical like sex talk, you know? Yeah. And then he basically just told me like, hey, here's this. Never used it. It was just a simple, that was it. But the first time that like I had sex, I went to Walgreens at like midnight. Okay. There's a Walgreens that's 24 hours, and it's over on Debbie and yeah. So I walk over there, and my dumbass, not knowing much about different sizes and shit, I went for the gold ones. So yeah, that didn't work very well. So I'm pretty sure it ended up falling off.
You started wearing a turtleneck down there.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
So, yeah, that was it. But really the only funny, I'm not going to talk about it because, you know, people be watching, but I'm allergic. I did buy, so the funniest moment that I had buying condoms was I bought some for my brother.
Okay.
And at that point, I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what they think of my actions.
Okay.
So I wanted to fuck with the cashier so much. Again, I go to the Walgreens, and this wasn't the 24-hour. It doesn't fucking matter. I go to the Walgreens, and I picked up a box of condoms, and I think they were whatever, like just a generic whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I picked up a large Monster with a lid.
Okay.
A 5-hour energy drink. And a bag of ice. And I went to go check out.
You sound like you were getting a red D.
Yeah. And I went to go check out, and the cashier was like probably in his 20s.
Okay.
Like he was just some like stoner. And he literally looks at me and goes, looks like you're about to have fun. And I'm pretty sure I said something stupid. It was like, yeah, water balloons or something. Just to fuck with him. But yeah, no, that was literally the only.
So I had to get, because you know me, I have to turn everything into a joke.
Absolutely.
And because
I'm the same way.
The first time I bought condoms, I got preached to for 15 minutes. Like, I swear to God, about 15 minutes, because it was late at night and nobody else was in the store. Mm-hmm. So she was just kind of holding my shit hostage. And had my card at the time. So I was like, God, shit. So the next time I went, thank the Lord she was there. I was like, okay, it's payback time. So I walk up to the counter and I set everything on, and she looks down and looks up at me horrified, and it just kind of starts checking my stuff out. And the reason why she looked horrified is because I had a box of condoms, olive oil, a flare gun, and a toy Hot Wheels car all on the counter, and just stared at her like, what you think's about to happen?
Okay, hold on.
What do you think's going on here?
A flare gun?
A flare gun.
Okay, that's pretty fucking.
That was more just, I was originally just going for the condoms, the olive oil, and the race car to make it seem like I was shoving that in a condom up somebody's ass, like on Jackass. But I saw the flare gun, and I was like, nah, this has got to be some added effect, and I kind of just wanted the flare gun. So she now thinks that I am sliding a Hot Wheels car up somebody's ass with some olive oil while having sex with them and shooting a flare gun off in the sky. And I hope she, like, did 10 Hail Marys for me that night, and I'm sure she probably did. So that
probably went to sleep just saying, repent.
So that became a reoccurring thing for me. Where one time I was like, okay, let's make this like, because, you know, people like to do, if there's a sexual thing that it's really not that fun because things get really sticky, called making a sundae with your partner, where it's just like Hershey's chocolate whipped cream and stuff. Makes things really sticky. Causes issues. So
I have a skin condition. That doesn't even sound fun.
I know, right? It's not fun. It's not great. Highly overrated. Just like 1690. I'm just kidding. That's fun.
My favorite number.
So I was like, okay, what if I made like the most confusing Sunday ever just to fuck with the cashier every time? It's like I have to fuck with the cashier so they leave me alone. So I was like, instead of, I've got my condoms. So I was like, okay, what if instead of a Sunday, you did a pizza? So I got tomatoes, I got marinara sauce, cheese, and pepperonis. And the guy checking me out kind of looked at me, and he was like, looked at me, and he looked at that, and he goes, "Are these two things like intertwined?" And I was like, "You betcha, buddy." He's like, "What do you think those pepperonis cover there, champ?" And he just kind of like stared at me really.
Like the eyes were doing like a...
like you're getting one of those
therapy
facial
things.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So that, and then let's talk about safe sex a little bit too. So I don't know about you. Last time I was like steady wrapping it up was probably 18, and then I learned how to like actually pull out.
Yeah.
Now let's preface this, okay? Some of you think you know how to pull out, and you got some kids that were some accidents. So let me explain to you what actually pulling out is.
And we're going to demonstrate with this bottle of water.
Yes.
So we're going to...
Oh, it's leaking too. Oh, that's perfect.
That's not what you want to do. That's what you don't want.
That's what most people who think they can pull out do. They dribble.
That's what happens. And then you get a tax write-off. What? I want one of these French vanilla ones.
This is so good. So, is this still... Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay. That's leaking a little bit. So, here's the thing. Is most people are like going at it, bah, 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 and then they're like about to blow, so they just pull out, and it's like that, right? So, it's... As they're pulling out, they're like ejaculating. Let Travis explain to you how this goes, okay? So, you're going at it. Right? I love.
Then you start feeling the tingles and jingles.
I love the, yes. So then you feel the tingles and jingles of I'm getting close. Pull it out, and then just bap 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 bap, and then you're good. And that's I got water
literally all over the place.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. That's the key thing. Not when you are about to, but when you are about to. So when you get the tingles and jingles, you whoop, and then bap bap bap.
And that's the tingles and jingles are the.
Yeah,
y'all get it.
It's like
guys, y'all should
it's
know.
the tickly wigglies, and it's letting you know.
There goes all my water.
Hey, this is
it was worth it, and it was for an educational purpose.
The white lightning is about to be coming out right now.
Okay.
But you know, stripper too is like girl birth control has got like if they I'll just be 100% honest. If they had like a dude's birth control, like if I could have afforded a vasectomy at 18, I would have done that shit in a heartbeat. Because this is like, I never have to pull out and I never have to wrap up. This is great.
But you also can't have kids.
But you can get it reversed. Yeah, you can get that shit reversed. You can't get a girl... If a girl ties her tubes, she can't get that reversed. But guys can get vasectomies reversed. Fun fact. Yeah.
Is that when they burn it, or is that just...
No, they like... So what they do is they like cut a little bit of the tube out, take that out, but then what they can do is they can like just connect the other tube back together.
Nope.
If they would have put it back. But I would have 100% done that shit.
Nope. Just tingles and jiggles and whip it out.
But so, if they had like a male birth control, I would totally take that shit in like a fucking heartbeat. Because, dude, girl birth control is fucked up. Like, it messes with their hormones and shit. And it's like, it can make you break out. And there's like all this other shit that it's just not cool. Like, at all.
Also, we're behind women having their own rights.
100%. What you do with your body is your fucking choice. Do your own thing, and we should be helping out and not trying to have women do any stupid shit. But yeah, so like that's like the pill or everything, which is annoying because then you'll forget to take and stuff.
And then it messes with your system.
Yeah. But dude, the stuff they're just like shoving in girls now is
that little
wild.
plastic thingy?
Are you talking about inside? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's this thing that I don't know what it looks like, but it feels like, you know, whenever you get a new shirt and there's a tag in it and they shoot the tag through, that little thing that connects the shirt and the tag, it feels like that. T. It feels like it's like a little T, and it feels like that little thing that hangs on shirts like that. And they just shoot that like straight into the base of your G-spot, ladies, if you don't have this thing. And I don't know, because I haven't experienced it.
I'm also not going to comment because I'm not an expert on this, so I'm just going to let him do it.
So,
This is the episode that comes after the Me Tooing, so I'm gonna let him take. I'm gonna take the rap.
Because I'm explaining birth control. So,
no, it's because you're getting very specific.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm aware of like girls' vaginas. God forbid. I explore. Sorry.
Get Columbus.
I'm like fucking Magellan. All right. Like. So that there's times where I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. Huh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, did something happen there? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that little T thing, it's like...
We're getting canceled after this one.
So it's like shot straight into the, like, either at the base of the G-spot or in the G-spot. I don't know. But all I could think of is, so do they just, like, shoot a needle thing in there? Like, because that sounds like it would fucking hurt. Because the G-spot is just a bundle of nerves, basically.
Yes.
It's like the clip.
I don't know how it works, but it seems like it sucks. Or the patch. Or the thing that they do.
Patch?
Yeah, there's a birth control patch. There's also something
like a
they
nicotine
shoot,
patch,
basically, and then there's something else they put in your arm.
Yeah, they put that little bar thing in your arm. Yeah, homegirl actually.
Ridiculous.
Homegirl has one, and she like moved it for me the other day, and I was like, oh no! And she like was like touching. I was like, no, I can't. Like things being under people's skin bothers me.
Yep.
Like I cannot do that shit.
And I will not be asking questions.
Yeah, but that shit's crazy. Where it's like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Girls take the pill and they're like, oh, I forgot to take it. Now I have to like restart this whole cycle and like I can get pregnant this time. And then there's girls who either have the bar or the thing inside and they're like, yeah, I'm good for 5 years. And it's like, what? Like that's wild. Oh, and that has way less effect.
I think like half of those still have like a very small percentage of like pregnancy. Because like I did run into Twitter where a baby was born. And he had that little thing in his hand.
You're shitting me.
Let me show you.
Oh my god, if that's real. I'm gonna absolutely lose my shit. That's amazing.
So while I Google this, I want y'all to focus on his face. Because this is going to be hilarious.
So. God damn, that's good. If dick tasted like that, I'd be gay as shit. Like, I'd be the gayest dude on the planet. I'd be like, I want all of it. I hate that you're Googling this right now. But yeah, it's just going to be like every other birth control where it's like, it's 99.99% effective.
Okay.
No way! It doesn't feel that big. It feels way smaller than that.
That's the stuff that's inside. That's the stuff that's the Australian birth control.
Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, that's like the Aussie.
You almost had it. It's in you can find it.
That's
literally funny. Yeah. That's what it's. You know why they call it the Australian birth control?
No,
because it's down under.
Dude, it's gonna be so great when you're a dad because these jokes are just gonna be even better because then they will be finally classified as dad jokes.
Yes, I have a lot of dad jokes.
They're the funnest. 100%.
Do you know when a dad joke becomes a dad joke?
No.
When it becomes a parent. And thank you for coming to my show.
Oh my god.
Don't forget to tip your waitress.
So yeah, that's the crazy shit is like all these different forms of birth control. And dude, I dated this Colombian girl one time, right?
Did you stay dating the exotics?
I
call them exotics because they're all... Every girl that he's dated has not been from the United States.
That's not true.
It's the opposite for me.
So I mean, if you want to rattle it off. So, South Africa, Bulgaria, Vietnam, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, Hawaii. That's in the U.S. And then black. I dated 3 black girls, like back to back too. Oh, bro. Okay, so I'm sorry. I have to tell this story. It is like this is a lot. This is a lot of TMI. So remember when we talked the other day about Daniel's situation where he liked being called certain things?
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going at it with this girl. I'll tell you her name off air and show you who she is. And black, female. And we are having conolingus going. And I'm stroking.
For those people that don't know what cunnilingus is, and I know I just said it wrong, but whatever. It's what we call coitus.
Yes, coitus. That works too. Or, wham bam, thank you ma'am, heels of Jesus, sex.
Yeah.
So we're going at it, and she's just like, yeah, oh, that's good. She goes, oh, that's the spot. And I stop, and I look around, and I'm like, who are you calling that? Is somebody else here? Bro, she straight up, and I was like, and she goes, what are you doing? And I was like, did you just call me? And she goes, yeah? And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, keep going. I was like, all right, yes, ma'am, shit. But, dude, it threw me off so bad that I literally, looked around and was like, is somebody else here? Like, what?
She's staring at a picture of, someone.
Go on. Say who you think would be that word, Jose. Say it.
Who it was? I was going to say, Ray Charles or something.
Oh, my God.
MC
Someone has
Hammer.
a Ray Charles fetish.
Well,
Oh, eh.
is that Ray Charles?
Yeah, bro. Oh, eh. Come on, man. Be cultured. Oh, I'm sorry that it's not.
Now we're talking
You
about
gonna be
culture.
racist? I'm gonna treat you like you. I'm gonna give it right back to you, champ.
Somebody called me racist for the way that I started our second podcast.
Did they?
Because I made that Asian accent.
Who called you racist?
Ashley.
Oh.
She pulled me aside and she was just like, you know what? That was super racist.
But like I said, so let me clarify that too, because I rewatched that podcast and we were talking about
so funny.
You getting to be racist. What I meant was, and this is I've seen across the board relatively true, as a minority, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Because I've seen Asians drop the N-bomb, and I'm like, hold up, because y'all are pretty close. To
Okay, so this is coming from the source, and by the source is my African-American friend, Derek. He told me that there is such I don't know if he's fucking with me. He might be fucking with me, but he said there is such a thing as an N card. Now,
a physical one or just like a
it's a pass.
Okay.
Now, the N card is not universal. It's not for everybody.
You gotta get one per black person you're around.
No. Oh. You only get an N card by your black friend, and you can only say around that black friend.
Yes, that's what
it doesn't mean you can go around and tell everybody this.
Hey,
again,
call Derek, bro. I promise he said it's cool. Please don't shoot me.
Again, this is coming from my friend Derek.
Yeah.
Who also happens to be African American.
Yes.
AKA black, just in case y'all don't know what that means.
He's sexual chocolate.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I'm a sexual macadamia nut, and he's a sexual jalapeno.
You can call me a jalapeno popper if you know what I
mean. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about sexy potato. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, I would recommend for you to talk to your African American friend and get that information from them. Do not get it from me.
And I'm gonna say this, yo, really test that out, because make sure.
No. Don't test it.
No, don't test it. I mean,
talk to your
asking
friend.
The question of hey, can I drop the M-bomb around you? Make sure they're you should know by their personality and things that have happened around them that if you can even ask that question.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance you ask that question and get your ass kicked. So
don't test it. Talk to your friend. Make sure you got the correct information.
Talk to your doctor if you feel
Matter of fact, talk to at least 3 friends. Get 3 sources. Talk to them. Make sure that what the information I'm giving you, it's universal and it's not just like his patch. But again, it's not a universal card. You can't say it around all your friends.
Do you like rap music, hoodies, and fat asses? Talk to your local black friend about if you can drop the N-bomb. Side effects may include getting your ass whooped.
Ass whooped? You'd get a cap in your ass. But like I said, talk to your friend. Don't listen to me.
Ask permission. Yeah. Before using really any racial slur.
Any racial slur.
we talked about safe sex. Now let's talk about safe racism. If you're
Okay, you're
let's
white.
talk about consent. Okay, let's go.
So why do people call white people crackers?
Do you not actually know?
Because I was told that's the sound that the whip makes.
Yeah, because they were the ones
Yeah.
cracking people, so crackers.
Okay, see? That's my
See,
third.
well,
that's my third
as a kid,
reference.
As a kid, I had heard that, and I was like, "What? Do we like look like saltines or something? Like, I like saltines. I mean,
You're salty.
They're white and rough around the edges. Like, is that what people? Is that?"
I can see that.
And then I found out the actual reason why, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's far term." My family came here in the 50s. We weren't a part of that, so I gotta
They were just making vodka.
no, vodka. My God,
Is it
what
not
the
vodka?
fuck do you think?
What do
Irish people?
Irish people.
Fucking whiskey,
They
my
make,
guy.
They make whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
I love whiskey.
Whiskey.
Makes you. Nope. Not gonna go there. I love me some whiskey though, on ice.
But
What are we
not.
talking about? We got really off the rails.
Yeah, we started out with birth control and condoms and wound up with discussing asking your black friend if you can jump in. We're gonna have Derek on here, by the way, soon enough. Like, y'all are
we're
going to love Derek. He's the most amazing person on the damn planet. And yeah, if you think there's a height difference between Jose and I, just wait until you see Derek. He's laying up here.
He's probably gonna be taller than that.
Yeah.
I might need a new futon. Make it a little bigger for my friend. And we can go back and ask him this because I'm not sure if it was him. Now I'm double thinking. I don't know if it was him or someone else.
The next podcast topic will just be, what racial slurs can we get away with?
I will not be present for that one.
Like how y'all have a stamp for me who I date. Derek's gonna have a stamp for what racial slurs.
You just have like a giant red stamp. He's just gonna hit that.
Oh, this will be perfect. Who do we know that's Asian? We just all get together and we can all, as a council, decide what racial slurs.
The League of Nations. We're gonna have a League of Nations, and we're gonna tell you what words you can use around
The League
your
of Nations
friends.
presents the symbolism of slurs. Here's what you can say as long as it's fucking funny.
Yes. If you can make me laugh with a Hispanic or Mexican racial slur, it's okay. Other than that, you're getting your ass whipped.
Okay, I actually have a question.
Okay.
Because I've heard a couple jokes about this before. Who is Selena to the Mexican people? I truly don't. Not Gomez. Like, who is...
No, I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Selena Gomez is named after
Is she?
homegirl
I don't
Selena
know.
Quintanilla.
Who is Selena? I'm honestly
Selena,
curious.
you've never heard of Selena?
I know as a woman who I think sang, but I don't know any other details.
Yes. So Selena.
Bro, I've been here.
Yeah, Selena's from Texas, fool.
Is she?
She's from Corpus Christi.
Not Gomez.
Bitch. I'm out of here.
No, I'm legitimately curious. I'm so curious because I don't know.
Selena Gomez she's from Arlington, the Mansfield area.
From like Burleson or some shit.
Something like that. Kelly Clarkson too, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson from Burleson.
Selena Quintanilla was a Tejano singer.
Oh shit! Okay, so she was. From
And
Tejas.
yes, she was like the Beyonce of the Mexican
Say
Tejano people.
less. Was she hot?
Yes.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
J-Lo
she's dead,
played her
right?
in the movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a wonderful
So
movie.
you're saying she had
If
that,
you've never seen,
you're saying she had that ass.
I'm getting engaged.
Sorry, I'm
I'm
being
getting
very
engaged
disrespectful,
tomorrow. I
but
cannot
then-
I can't agree or deny about that. She was bigger than Beyonce, honestly,
Holy shit! Okay.
in her time, in her prime. And there's a whole movie about it. Let's go, Selena.
Very
But if you go to Corpus Christi, there's a giant there's a statue right on the sea of her, and
Really?
yeah, like she was loved by my peoples. There's a movie, it's amazing. Forever, who's already seen it, I'm just gonna spoil it for you.
Okay.
She had hired a manager, and
Okay.
she was she was running her financials, she was running everything, and then she was running the fan club. She was stealing money from Selena.
Ooh.
Now, Selena found out, went to confront her, homegirl shot her.
Oh shit!
Yes. At like this hotel.
Oh.
She got rushed to the hospital, but since I think she ended up dying.
Okay.
But I think because she was a certain religion, and they don't believe in blood transfers.
Oh my god. I know what you're talking about.
Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't believe in that, and she ended up dying because it's against religion.
Oh my god.
But she would have been one of the biggest stars ever. I'm talking about ever.
Okay.
Like, she set records. She set a whole trend. Yeah, dude. Like, if you've never seen the movie, or even, like, her music, it's bomb.
Okay.
But she was Beyonce to Tejanos and Mexican people.
So she was South America Beyonce.
I wouldn't say South America, but...
Specifically Texas and Mexico.
I mean, that's still North America.
Mexico is Central America, you uncultured fuck.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is!
Mexico is North America. Central America is more south of that. Pull up the map.
Mico. Central America. Central America. Southernmost region of North America, lying between Mexico
and South America, you stupid bastard!
No, Central America. That's what I just said. Look,
between.
Central America is Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica.
Look, it literally said right here, Central America is the southern region of North America, lying between Mexico and South America.
Okay, so technically we're both right.
Technically, I'm right.
Technically, we're both. It said it was its own thing. That's just the bottom of this thing.
No, between.
That's what it said.
No, if this pillow is between us, it's not you. It's in the middle. You're Mexico. This is Brazil. I'm Brazil. This is not Central. I also like, since we're on the topic of this, I used to get asked a lot when people would find out that like I'm an immigrant, they would ask me like, "Are you American?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm from North America." He goes, "No, but like, are you American?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm from North America."
Mexicans. Yeah, like,
yeah.
You don't realize
he never realized that like America.
Oh, and guess what? You from Brazil?
You're still American.
American.
Yeah. Like you didn't understand that.
People don't realize that the United States and America are two different things.
Yes.
Guess what? North America, Canada, U.S., apparently Mexico. Even though I thought that was
Not
Central
apparent.
America.
I swear to God, I'm about. Thank you for showing.
South
Thank
America.
you for showing up to our podcast.
South America.
We're gonna make it a wrap, like the topic that we were talking about.
Brazil, Chile, Peru. See, I know my shit. I know how to say things properly. First off, for all you white people who say Hawaii, Hawaii. That's how you say it. That's like if someone came into Texas and was like, Texas! This is Texas, right? Yo, I'm from Utah. I've been sister fucking and I've been wanting to come to Texas. What?
I didn't say that.
Who in Utah is going to get mad at me? Go back to your colony.
We're going to have one follower from Utah and be like, you know what?
No, they're just going to comment, you right? You know what? I can't be mad, you right?
I love my sister.
I love my sister. Ain't nobody fucking my sister but me. Oh, and yeah, dude, one of my favorite things on the planet is like, there's like state racism. So, okay, well, hold on. So
that's a thing?
Well, yeah. So look, racism is based on obviously like your skin tone and your culture and shit, right? Jingoism is based on like where you are from country wise. So you'll see a lot of jingoism in the UK.
I'm sorry, that's just a
the Scottish and the English fucking hate each other. Well, the Scottish hate the English because the English like had ruled them for so long and like treated them like shit.
And they have bad teeth.
Yeah, and so, that's a form of jingoism right there. That's a prime example.
I'm sorry to all of our English followers. I hope you can forgive me and we can grab a cup of tea.
It's like state racism, right? Like anybody who talks about New Jersey, you're like, it's a filthy fucking place, right? It's gross. It's just not cool Las Vegas, right? So
it's got everything but the herpes.
But like when we went to California when I was younger, on vacation, and we went to like the zoo, and it was a zoo you could like zip line over the zoo, so you could like see the pain and anguish in the animal's eyes, you know, because I participated in that as a child because I didn't know any better. And this riding up, and this girl was like from California, and she was like, "So y'all are from Texas?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're from Texas." And she was like, "Do you have horses?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have a 4-star stallion that I ride to school every day. I hitch him to the fucking post outside of school, give his ass some hay, throw some water up there for him, and then after school I saddle on up, ride him into the sunset." She goes, "Oh my god, really?" I was like, "No, you stupid fucking bitch! Are you kidding me?"
I drove a Mustang.
I drive a Kia Rio.
I do remember when I went to Florida, they asked me if I rode my horse to school.
Really?
Yeah, and I said, no, I just walk with my master. Because I'm Mexican. She didn't understand the joke. And I don't explain jokes, so I just walked away. If I have to explain the joke, it's not funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's like everyone from Florida is a crackhead, right? Everyone in Utah is a sister fucker.
Is it Utah? I just thought it was everybody like to the northwest of us.
Oh wait, no, Utah's like the Mormon colonies, right? Oh, Alabama's cousin fucking. That's right. Alabama. Maybe. Yeah. Alabama.
Is that what they say? Roll Tide?
Ding 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 ding. I'm gonna fuck you in your asshole. Come here, sister. Come here, mother.
Whoa!
It's one of those things where you meet somebody and it's like when you go. I've been through Alabama. I drove there one time. And I stopped at a gas station and these.
You say that like. No, it's fine. I can say that. I drove by Alabama.
I drove by Alabama so I could talk shit. So I drove through Alabama, and it's fucking disgusting. So we stopped at this gas station, and there's these two men talking, a black man and a white man, and what would appear to be English but does not sound like English. It's just like, "Hell, ma." It's almost Cajun, but it's not. So it's like if you mixed Cajun with backwoods, and I know what Cajun sounds like. I'm from Beaumont, Texas. And
okay, but Louisiana Cajun is one of the most interesting fucking languages.
It's interesting.
I'm like obsessed.
I know a bunch of those people because Beaumont is 30 minutes from Louisiana. So I grew up around a bunch of, "Hell no! Grill script now! You want bone no?" And I'm like, "Did you just talk to me in English? Like, I don't understand what just happened. Do you need something? I heard scrimp. What is scrimp?"
I heard scrimp.
I heard scrimp. But I stopped in Alabama, and these two were just sitting there and just talking this language that I didn't know when I was with this group of people. And I was like, it's just so interesting to know that their parents were related before they got married. And it explains just so much.
That makes so much sense now.
You go to Alabama, and it's just a bunch of Lenny from Mice and Men. Like, that's it. Just... I killed the rabbit, George. Or it was the bunny. My bad. He said bunny.
It was the bunny.
Yeah.
I didn't read the book. I watched the movie.
Yeah. So, like, people just assume if they meet us, like, we're from Texas, that it's just some redneck shit and he's some ranchero or some shit. Like, nah. This is, like, we good. This is how we talk. We don't even really have accents. We'll say y'all, but it's not, we don't sound like fucking Luke Bryan. We're just...
I'm very interested in how this
have you not heard my Luke Bryan before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta make this extra special. Get the demons out. Have you heard him talk before?
No.
Okay. I shit you not, this is how he talks, and it's one of the most amazing things I think I've ever heard in my entire life. "Hi, my name's Luke Bryan. You know, I do country music, and he stumbles a lot in his words because he's fucking stupid. You know, and I've never like lived in the country, but what I did is I did sit on a tractor one time, and now I like hang out with Blake Shelton."
Why does it sound like a very slow Kermit the Frog?
No, exactly. He sounds like if you mixed Forrest Gump and Kermit the Frog together. So you know you have. It's not.
Bitch better have my money. It's not easy being green.
And then you have Mama told me you never have to stop running. And then you put those two together and you get
my name's Luke Bryan. I had a #1 hit on the country billboard. I made a song that I talked about a truck, and a lot of people get upset because the things I described in that truck were not that truck.
And that's how he sounds. He sounds like such an idiot. And it's like, how do women find you attractive? I do not understand it. Because, once again, he looks like, that his mom and dad were related before they got married, And he sounds like it, too, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I have no idea about the country culture other than biscuits and gravy. That's about it.
Biscuits and gravy?
That's about it. I don't listen to country.
No, it's disgusting. It's terrible music.
So the last, 3 months or so, my friend works for the Levitt Pavilion in Arlington.
Okay.
And she asked if I could help her out a couple nights to work the gate.
Okay.
Cool, fun, whatever. I get to watch live music. A lot of the talent were really, really. I mean, all of the talent was really, really talented. They can do what they were, what they're doing, their art. But 90% of it was country. Another 10% were just kind of like rock and roll, or like this slower kind of like Motown. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed all of it. Except the country. Yeah. So I enjoyed 10% of it, and I got paid. Every time that they had a country singer up there, I had my headphones in, listening to Little John.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh dang, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah. So I love anytime I've ever been asked so what kind of music do you listen to? I'm like, everything but country music.
I literally answer that question the exact
I will listen to smooth jazz before I listen to,
well, my dog died and my truck broke down. I slapped my sister's ass because that shit belongs to me.
And I will listen to literally anything. I will listen to just a mandolin in the fucking mouth, just yodel before I listen to fucking country music. It's new country, because I'm sorry, Johnny Cash is fire.
I don't consider Johnny Cash country.
No, Johnny Cash was like his own thing.
Johnny Cash was
Johnny
Johnny
Cash. Down,
Cash.
Johnny Cash was basically rapping. He never really sung that much. He was just like,
there's a man going around taking names.
Yes.
And he decides who to keep and who to blame. Johnny Everybody will be repeated all the same. When the man comes around, hear the trumpet, hear the piper.
And it was just badass,
Yeah, Johnny Cash was his own thing.
Yeah. I would love to see him and Eminem collab. That would be amazing.
That would be actually
Johnny
really
Cash
good.
and Lil Nas X.
They would probably make some bangers. Honestly. Yeah, do you remember whenever...
Well, I'm going to take my horse to the Old Town Road and ride till I can't no more.
Honestly, if Johnny Cash would have sang that song,
that would have been the best.
Fire.
Well, here's the thing: is they would have had to make it not funny. They would have had to sing it straight because it would have been so badass.
Oh yeah. But whenever Linkin Park came out with that album with Jay-Z, that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever had as a kid.
Oh yeah. Well, and first off, let's talk about the Lil Nas X thing, because he's easily one of my favorite artists on the planet right now.
He's so entertaining.
And here's the best part: he dropped If you didn't know this, he dropped Old Town Road. It was just himself. He was 19. He just dropped that shit, and it was only him on the song, no features. So he got to number one on the rap album or rap records.
He was number one for
he got
how long?
For 50 some odd weeks. He was
he broke records.
He was number one on the country charts, and then they were like, "Well, Darky, so we need to talk."
I feel like that's exactly how that went.
We need to tell you something that you ain't country and you ain't got no country people on this song, and we think it's hip hop. So you
country people talk out the sides of their mouths like that.
So we need to we need.
I can't talk without my tongue. I can't tell the screen.
My finger at the dip. Corona.
So we need you. We're gonna take your song off the country chart because you just black and you not hip hop. You hip hop and you not country.
And he was just like, oh, so it's because I don't have anything country in it. Okay, give me one to go. Hey, you remember how you ostracized Billy Ray Cyrus? Cool. Give me a week. And then Billy Ray Cyrus came up there and
hopped on that.
I totally. And then Lil Nas X went up to the country charts and goes, make me number one now. Tell me it's not country now. And
that was probably one of the most
first of all, most gangster moves ever.
Gangster moves.
Where he's like, I want to be back on the country chart just to shit on these people. So let me go get Billy Ray Cyrus. He hasn't done shit since Honky Tonk. And let me just hop back up on the charts.
He hadn't done shit since Hannah Montana.
Well, to be fair, he had done shit since Hannah Montana's mom, but you know.
I mean, you know what I mean.
We were talking about like actually generating talent, which.
I mean, he generated Hannah Montana, so.
Yeah.
Or Miley Cyrus.
So talent with an asterisk. Definitely not ass shaking talent, but you know. Jolene was dope.
And she didn't even write that song.
And she didn't even write it. Dolly Parton wrote that shit.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton could get it. Oh my god.
I'm getting engaged tomorrow, so I'm not going to answer any of these questions.
Dolly Parton and Betty White. Like, if you're talking like older women, let's go. Betty White just.
Betty White's one of the most. She's one of the funniest comedians.
Exactly, ever. And that's why it would be hilarious.
And people don't think she's a comedian.
Like she
is one of the greatest.
I feel like I'd be stroking, she'd be making me laugh, and then I'd accidentally break her hip, and it would be hilarious. Like it would be just the funnest thing. And they get the
tingles and jingles in you.
They get the tingles. Well, no, come on, she ain't gonna have no kids. Let's be honest, bro.
You never know.
That or just bust into a skin flap.
Dog.
Oh shit! By the way, these are all jokes. Like,
it's all jokes until it's real.
There's a reason why at the bottom of this it says the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are not associated.
We're gonna have fine print after the video.
No, I've already put it on them.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
so
the Star Wars.
So nobody can get upset with us.
It's gonna be like Star Wars, where it's just like all the shit destroys.
The views and opinions expressed. What is it at the beginning of South Park?
Oh shoot, I don't know.
The impersonations done on the show are done by professionals poorly.
Don't try this at home, children.
Don't try this at home. But yeah, so this is all joking. We don't mean 90% of what we say. A lot of these stories are very true. Some things may be exaggerated, but we don't mean the ridiculous shit we say on this. But yeah, so you know, this was supposed to be about birth control condoms and became about race. Apparently,
it still is.
Race, Selena, and then
Lil Nas X.
And Lil Nas X. That'll be the perfect title for this one. Is Ice Cream Boys present Taboo Talk, Condoms, Race, Selena, and Lil Nas X.
Yes.
In that order.
In that order.
Jose's getting engaged. Travis has a new girl. Life's good.
Yes. I think this is just gonna be like a weekly
update for us.
Yeah.
We'll like start with a topic, but pretty much it's first off, if you ever think we are going to stay on topic the entire time, you come to the wrong place. Is not going to happen. Okay.
Honestly, this is for people that know our personality.
No, people who learn our personality.
Well, that too, but people know how we are.
Yeah.
Now, putting us together in the same room with nothing else but just each other.
Yes. Is dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Which is why we started with condom
especially
stories, race,
especially if we're like at
Mexico
a party.
being North America.
If we're at a party. I thought you said North Korea for a second, and I was like, well then, like if you take us to a party where we don't know anybody, therefore we know we don't give a shit.
It will turn into a
for shit to
comedy.
Get dark. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get messed up, and it's gonna get hilarious. Where we're just gonna whip it out, and it's gonna be amazing. Not whip it out. I'm sorry. I've got to stop with that. Nobody's getting me too'd. We're good people. I'm not getting me too'd ever. I've done nothing. I pulled my balls out at some parties, but that was it. Like that was it. That's harmless. Those. I was about to say something.
You're explaining
terrible.
yourself for. You're making quite a fight for someone who's innocent.
But yeah, so that was this week's video and podcast overall. Go hit that like button. Go subscribe to us if you want to see more content like this.
Follow us on our social medias.
If you look down below, there will be following us on our social medias. Also, the little bit that's like...
The opinions and views expressed here are not associated with any associated party in the least bit whatsoever. And if you have a problem with anything that we say on this podcast, kindly and securely go fuck yourself.
So that's will be down below as well, just to let you know.
Come
and
on,
then
be nice, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Kindly go fuck yourself, please.
Please.
Kindly go fuck yourself, please. With chopsticks and women with wives.
Why did I go... Why did I go Elmer Fudd?
I have no idea.
I tried to do just like a joke ass.
Kindly go fuck yourself. With sandwich bags. If you are in the kitchen and you're trying to get freaky, sandwich bags.
They're just as safe, but not really.
You wascally wabbits.
We'll see you guys next time.
Later.